Like that, man. Get it.
For 3 weeks, we went elsewhere. 3 teams tried to defend their home turf against Portland State University, and 3 teams lost. And we saw how we ran off of their field, how we went na-na-na-na-na on their field, how it felt to win on the road. Now we get the great opportunity to defend your home, and everybody talks about it. There's nothing about it. In football, everybody talks about the word family, but in reality, it's team, it's you guys. It's defending each other. It's looking at the name tag, more importantly than that, the person inside the helmet and saying, I'm on his team. And one way or another at home, we don't lose. Because you want to win a championship, the only way to win it is at home. You got to win them all at home. Great opportunity you guys have created for yourself by what you've done the last 4 weeks. More importantly, the last 3 weeks. And most importantly, what you're going to do today. Today is a national football game, fellas. Let's represent ourselves like we should be represented. One of the best teams in the United States right now. That's a great compliment, but you know how you get it? You go earn the damn thing now. Right. Let's go. Mike Flynn, let's go get it. Mike's win on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go get it, fellas.
It out, get in the end zone. And it's going to be 6. No doubt about it. Steve Morse. Vikes are going to sit on it. Chip Dunn, big hole, makes the move in the secondary. Good night. Charles Dunn, his second big run of the night. Touchdown, Vikings. The offense trying to punch it in for the first time. There's Bryant. Shakes one man, 20. He's still going, and he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. Bush, 20 Bryant. 30 yards and a touchdown. We got to tackle him. Parsons has the first down, and Moore cutting back. Fumbles the football, and Rashad Floyd has it. He's going for 2 on the return. He's in midfield, and they're not going to get him. Right if you get work, baby. Rashad Floyd, touchdown Vikings. 86 yards, his second defensive return of the game. It is over, and the Vikings score 4 unanswered touchdowns, coming from 13 down to beat Sacramento State. 4 months of magic and milestones. That was the theme of this millennium season of football at Portland State University. 6 consecutive wins to start the season, the first ever victory over a 1A opponent, and the first ever 1AA playoff appearance. The record books rewritten by running back Charles Dunn and receiver Oshwante Bryant. 8 players named to the All-Big Sky first team, and first-team All-America honors for Dunn, who finished his PSU career with over 6,000 rushing yards. The defending WAC co-champion Hawaii Warriors and a sellout crowd of 50,000. After falling behind early, the Vikes rallied, starting with 2 huge defensive scores by Tino Redamosa and Steve Morse. Then the offense kicked in. Jim Blanchard warmed up with a 235-yard night passing, 72 yards all at once to Terry Charles. Chip Dunn weaved his way to 154 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Vikes stunned Hawaii, winning going away 45-20, capturing their first ever win against a Division 1A team. One week later, another comeback, this time trailing Sacramento State 23-7 in the third. Dunn and Blanchard were again up to the challenge. First and goal, Chip Dunn into the end zone. Touchdown, Portland State. They give it to Chip Dunn. Little stutter, keeps going, has the first down, and now he's got open field in front of him, and they're not going to get Chip Dunn. Chasing him down from behind, nothing doing. Touchdown, Vikings. First and goal from the 7, a 46-yard gain. Chip Dunn left, gets one block, cuts in, touchdown, Vikings. Big play pass, and then give it to Chip Dunn to ring it up. 3 unanswered scores put the Vikings up 27-23, and it was time for the defense to make a stand. Second down and 8 to go. Roberts left, tries to cut back. He does, nothing doing. Vikings stop him, ball's loose, Viking football. The Vikings would put it away, Dunn finishing with 211 yards and 4 touchdowns, 35-23 the final. The Vikings continued down the long and winding road, this time facing Northern Arizona in Flagstaff. PSU had never won at the Sky Dome, but it was time to break down another wall. That's the only other conference game in progress now. Big rush by Hunter, intercepted, Rashad Floyd. He's got one man to beat, and he's still on his feet. He is in, touchdown Vikings! We have something going in the middle. They throw a little out. There's Jake Kapowski, the big fullback in the end zone. Touchdown Vikings! Counter action, no, it's a fake, and wide open the tight end, Tim Hester. Touchdown Vikings.
Great call.
The Vikings rolled up a 35-3 lead on the way to a 42-10 win. Another milestone victory came against Eastern Power Hofstra. Both teams went into the game ranked in the top 10. The Vikings got all they needed out of Chip Dunn, a school record 324 yards and 3 more scores. Rashad Floyd's interception sealed a 40-35 win. The offensive load shifted to quarterback Jim Blanchard the following week against Idaho State. He responded with 379 yards through the air, and the Vikings romped 59-21. Late in the season, when the Vikes needed the big plays to clinch a playoff spot, they got them. Monty Button's interception early in the third quarter at Montana State was a momentum changer. Late in the game, with the score tied at 24, it was Orshwante Bryant busting a 40-yard kickoff return that set up the game-clinching score.
So it's now second down and goal. Jock Kapowski gets the call into the end zone, touchdown.
Orshwante Bryant brings something a little bit different to the table than Terry Charles, and Charles Dunn adds to it, and obviously Jimmy Blanchard, the quarterback, adds to that. And then it was great to see Antonio Jackson step up, and we think we have a youngster in Dante Washington that's going to be right in Orshwante Bryant's mold in a couple of years. The quarterback is the nucleus, and the one group that I really have to say a little bit more about that hasn't been talked about, the offensive line in this system is extremely important. It is not an offensive line-friendly system. It's complicated.
Even with a preseason shuffle because of injuries, the Viking offensive line did the job, opening holes and protecting Jim Blanchard. 2 seniors, left tackle John Andreas and right guard Saga Tuatele, were honored as members of the All-Big Sky first team. The line allowed only 16 sacks, best in the conference, while the Viking offense racked up 425 yards per game, or 6 yards on every snap. 2/3 of that yardage came from Chip Dunn and Orshwante Bryant, the 2 senior skills stalwarts who combined to set 26 new game, season, and career records. Dunn's All-America season featured a school record 1,792 yards and 21 touchdowns. Chip was named Co-Player of the Year in the Big Sky and was a finalist for the Walter Payton Award. His career total of 6,007 yards is the 3rd best ever in Division I AA football. Bryant did most of his damage through the air and returning kicks, 1,967 all-purpose yards. Orshwante also became the Vikings' all-time receiving leader. Quarterback Jim Blanchard had an All-Big Sky year, completing 59% of his passes for 2,600 yards and 17 touches. He became the number 2 all-time PSU quarterback in all stat categories, behind only the legendary Neil Lomax. Fullback Steve Jakubowski also made first-team All-Conference thanks to his rugged blocking and his clutch play in the red zone. 6 touchdowns, rushing and receiving. Junior receiver Terry Charles drew a lot of defensive attention. The top deep threat in the conference made second team thanks to his 42 catches. TC averaged a whopping 19 yards per catch. The Viking defense kicked it up a notch, making the big plays early. PSU snagged 21 turnovers and turned 5 of those into touchdowns. Cornerback Rashad Floyd scored 3 times off turns and joined the All-Big Sky first team. Sack man D'Angelo Hunter made 16 tackles for loss and recovered 2 fumbles to make second-team All-Conference. Same story for D'Angelo's running mate at backer, Tino Redamosa. He made 82 tackles. And end Chris Kane garnered academic All-America honors for the 2nd consecutive year. The Viking D made a difference with speed and impact. Viking special teams were outstanding, led by the toe of senior kicker Dan Franz, perhaps the most talented and versatile kicker in school history. Franz did it all, kicking off. He made 10 field goals, 44 extra points, and led the Big Sky with a 42.7-yard punt average that included an 82-yarder against Montana.